Hello! Welcome to another movie vlog. It feels like it's been an eternity since I did the last one, which I kind of remember what that was. I felt like doing this because I'm currently halfway through the Netflix original movie, Death Note. Literally, it couldn't get more, and I didn't plan this, it couldn't get more exactly in the middle. So I've watched 50 minutes and 7 seconds, and I've got 50 minutes and 8 seconds left. I started this last night when I had dinner, watched about half an hour, and I just switched over to something else. I don't want to watch this. So today I had dinner, and surprisingly enough, for a movie vlog, it was a normal dinner, not beef tacos. I had a chicken pasta salad thing, which is very nice. So I thought, let's give this another chance. So I continued watching, and I just felt like stopping again. So I thought, why not throw on the camera and kind of talk about this? This is looking to be, and I don't think I will. I think I'll finish it, but it's almost the first film I've kind of walked out on since Cosmopolis in 2012. I think 2012, the Cronenberg movie with Robert Pattinson. We just left the cinema, like it was so dense and uninteresting. It's just like we could go watch something else. So we did. But since then, I've yet to turn a movie off or walk out of a movie, and this one is just a real struggle. I'd heard bad things. I'd also heard good things from other people. So I wanted to see for myself. I was intrigued. I know Death Note is based on an anime, a manga, an animated series, all that kind of stuff. It's Japanese in origin. And I really feel like that's probably where it should have stayed. Now, I can't speak to the quality of Death Note in anime form and manga form. And if it was one of those kind of, one series, 20 episodes, I think I'd be interested in checking it out. But I'm sure it's probably one of those things that has hundreds of episodes. It just isn't translating to an American movie. It's directed by Adam Wingard, who I thought did a great job with The Guest a few years ago. I thought that was a great film. A little bit uneven at times in terms of the tone, and kind of gets, it's really ridiculous in a lot of ways. And this is ridiculous in a lot of ways, but this one just doesn't seem to handle the concept in the right way at all. So, you probably know the story if you're watching this video this far, but it's about this young boy called Light Turner, who is a guy in school, and that's all I can tell you. Like, his mother died. I just don't know anything about this character. I don't know why I should care about him, especially after what he's done in the first half of the film. So, out of nowhere, this book drops out of the sky. It couldn't be more convenient. And he picks it up, and it's called Death Note. And this creature called Ryuk appears, this big kind of spindly, it's like a big porcupine kind of thin man kind of horror creature in CGI, voiced by Willem Dafoe. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. Like, I think that the design on the creature of Ryuk is terrifying when he's completely out of focus and in the background of a scene. When he's in focus, it's just like, And the way he acts so nonchalant about stuff just kind of saps any kind of menace that the horrific look of the design of the creature has. Yeah, it just feels like, I don't know, there's something off about this film that is kind of a shame, because I like the concept where you write down someone's name in this book, you picture their face, and they will die. Apparently in the original version, it would always be through a heart attack, but they've kind of made this a bit Final Destination-y in this film, where it's like, okay, I want him to die by decapitation, and so you follow all the steps of someone dropping a bag of shopping on the other side of the street, and then a car runs over a basketball, and then a ladder comes off the car and cuts the kid's face off, and this is like an R-rated movie. This is some pretty heavy gore in the film, which is kind of fun. It's like, holy shit, wasn't expecting that, and it kind of gives you a bit of a, you get into the film a bit more, but not to say that you need gore to do that, but, it was a surprising element, whereas everything else has been so, I don't know. There's just this detective character called L. I find him interesting, but as soon as he walked out and gave that press conference and he's got his hoodie up and stuff, like, I don't know, I'm losing interest so rapidly. And the main thing is that this kid, Light Turner, decides he's going to mass murder people. Now, he's decided it's going to be people who, will hurt other people, or pedophiles, or murderers, rapists, all that kind of stuff. and he's convinced his girlfriend, who is another, you know, I wouldn't even say this girlfriend character is one dimension. She's zero dimensional. She's just this, you know, vessel for words. Like, I'm sure the actress is good, but I mean, the writing is not very strong here. There's no dimension to the characters. There's no depth to them. All I know about this girl is that as soon as she realizes that this kid can murder people, she gets really interested in him and sleeps with him straight away, and is just hell-bent on murdering people. You know, at one point, literally 10 minutes ago, you know, the police are cracking down on whoever this person is who's killing people and stuff like that. And so she's like, well, let's just, you know, kill all the FBI people who are looking, you know, for us. And Light Turner's understandably like, well, they're innocent people. And she's like, yeah, well, you know, like, I mean, literally, the Light Turner and Mia, I think her name is, they're literally psychopathic, sociopathic characters. There's no redeeming qualities about them whatsoever. Now, again, you can say, well, this kid Light, you know, he had a rough childhood, his mother passed away and stuff. It ain't excusing it. It ain't excusing it. Oh, well, he's doing it against people who've already murdered people, or so on and so forth. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's... You can look at some of the action films in the 90s where, you know, Arnie is like killing hundreds of people, and you don't really think about it in too much of a morally questionable way. You know, I'll own up to that. But in this film, it feels so wrong. And so wrong, and they are playing with that. They are building on that. I'll give them that. They're not completely disregarding that, but it just paints these main characters as absolute sociopaths who. Why should we be rooting for them in any? I mean, I'm rooting for the dad to find out his son is a psychopath and lock him up for life. You know. I don't know where it's going to go in the next 50 minutes, but I guess I'm going to find out, and take you with me, in the sense that. In a couple of seconds, you'll hear my thoughts on the film after I finished it. So, there you go. I'm sorry. 2 minutes in, I literally was like, right, put the camera down. I'm going to sit down and watch the rest of this. I couldn't not comment on this. So, Light's dad, who's a police detective, has gone on TV and said, like, you know, we're going to fight this Kira, this murderer, and so on. And so Light's girlfriend's like, well, who the fuck does he think he is? And she goes to the book to put his name in the book to kill this kid's dad. And he's like, well, what are you doing? That's my dad. And she's like, yeah, so. And it's like, oh my god. And then following that, right, his dad comes home, and Light gives him a big hug, you know. And he goes, I'm really proud of you. Oh, you're proud of your dad, are you? You're proud of your dad for standing up to do the right thing, yet you're the person who's killed over 400 people because you... I just... This fucking kid is just such a terrible character. And the girlfriend, don't even go there. She was going to kill his dad. Like, what the fuck? Alright, at this point I just feel like I'm doing running commentary on the thing, but a few more minutes in, and we had a scene between Elle and Light Turner, and Elle has already cracked who it is. He knows that that Light is Kira. Really interesting scene, but Light, as soon as he realized that the jig was up, he started just acting like a movie villain. Like, he's like, well, you know, smiling and stuff, like, well, you think you know, like... See, the kid comes off as such a sociopath and psychopath, which is fine. I mean, you can base your film around a character like that, someone who gets drawn down to the very depths of humanity and to a kind of evil, but I don't feel like that's the intention. I don't feel like it's really been set out. Maybe it has, and I'm just kind of being a dick, but it just doesn't feel like that is the choice for the character. I don't feel that that's the case. Maybe it is, I don't know, but it just, something feels so off about it. But at this point, it is kind of shifted where, to me, the protagonists are Light's father, the detective, and Elle, this kind of super detective, who I think is a really good actor, by the way. He's been very good, mostly, in the film. Definitely the standout performer. But, I mean, if that's the case, where it turns out that Light and Mia are kind of the villains by the end, then maybe we've got an interesting story going on here. But again, I still feel like that's not the case, so we'll see where it goes. So, Elle turns up at the house, confronts Light and his father, and says, "Your son is Kira." Light's dad, understandably, freaks out, grabs Elle, slams him down the table, and Elle is like, "I've got a warrant, search warrant, I got the police outside." And the police come in, he's like, "Tear this place apart." And they don't find the book. Why? Because his girlfriend took it. His girlfriend was in the house when the police came in. Are you telling me the police, who were coming into a house to find something and were ordered and instructed to tear the place apart, at the instruction of this Elle, who's very methodical, very thorough, they let the girl leave without checking what she's got in her bag? There is no way. Like, I know this is a movie about where you write down someone's name on a piece of paper and they die, but it could have been so easily solved. Elle could have said to, not Elle, I keep getting them mixed up, Light could have said to his girlfriend, "This guy Al's onto me, you know, I'm getting worried." And then she could have said, "Well, I'll take the book, you know, I'll keep it at my place just in case anything happens." Done! Finished! It's a 20-second scene. And you don't have to kind of distract the audience with this. It just, there's no way. There's just no way. Alright, I'm done with Death Note, and really? So we're getting like behind the scenes green screen footage in the credits and like fun outtakes. This isn't the film where you do that. Oh yeah, they're laughing, having a good time on set, you know. What a big goof. What? That was weird. That didn't start until I started filming. So the credits, you know, like kind of like the stylish credits before the scrolling credits, had basically outtakes without really kind of, you know, having the literal bloopers, but like, you know, hey, what? I mean, oh my god. Death Note, not for kids. Yeah, no shit. So, to go back on what I said earlier about Mia, was it Mia? I don't know, we'll call her Mia, even if she isn't called Mia. The girlfriend. When I was complaining about how she took the Death Note out of the house when the police were already there searching for something, I'll give them credit. There was a flashback that showed her hide it inside her calculus book in her bag. So that at least gives you more of a reason, you know. I mean, still they would have found it probably. But I like that at least that was tied up somewhat. The finale of the film was interesting. You know, incompetence of cops and so on. I liked the chase between Elle and Light, and I liked kind of the intrigue of what was going to happen at the end. But I mean, when Mia came to Light and she was like, I'm so sorry that I was going to put your dad's name in the book. I love you so much." And then he's like, "Oh, you do?" And then they start kissing. Everything's fine again, and you know, and then they're trying to find out the identity of Elle because they want to kill him, which is killing an innocent person. Ding, ding, ding. You know that, and it didn't. Frustrating this because I thought the concept was brilliant. I love the idea of Death Note. Maybe it was executed a lot better in the original iterations of the story. It just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I feel like I could talk for ages, and I don't want to make this video too long. It's probably already like 15 minutes, but the characters were just shit, you know. The L character was great. I really liked him, and the actor who played him was the standout of the entire film. Willem Dafoe did fine with what he had, but that character didn't even really seem to go anywhere really. He was more just this this side character, this vessel of the Death Note, but didn't really get his hands dirty. By the end of the film, he doesn't do anything. You think he kills the FBI officers, but it's actually the girlfriend who it's revealed that she took the Death Note and she wrote the names of the people. I don't know why he didn't see that in his own book. I guess she tore the page out, but anyway. So she turns out to be like literally the ultimate psychopath. And so he puts her name in the book, she puts his name in the book. And then she's like, "I love you so much." And it's just like, yeah, crazy. Then they have that scene of them on the Ferris wheel where like he's holding her hand and she's gonna fall to her death, and it starts playing this like this 80s song, and it's supposed to be this really emotional moment. Well, I don't know. I mean, it just was like just laughable. Like it was just, I don't give a shit. Couldn't care less if they both fell to their death right now. Give me more of L. Let's see a movie about him, like a character you can actually get behind because he isn't a complete and utter sociopath. Just, I feel like this movie needed more. It needed more time to introduce you to the characters, to have the characters have depth to them, you know? Nat Wolff, who played Light, he was okay. I liked him a lot in Paper Towns, but the girl, again, it's just, I don't feel like there was much meat to any of the characters except for Elle, who was the most compelling of the entire film. And then the last scene, you know, again, very much milking the 80s kind of goodwill that's been going around recently. I mean, you can even say it with Wingard's other film, The Guest. A lot of kind of 80s style soundtrack, so it seems to be a well that people go to a lot, and especially with Stranger Things last year, it's really ramping up, so you get that kind of electronic soundtrack and you get like these 80s songs being used, and they use that a lot in the film, especially in the closing scene. And the last shot is kind of, well, the last scene is Light's dad finding out that his son is a killer of over 400 people. And then Ryuk is just like, you humans are so interesting. Directed by Adam Wingard. Like, holy, like, what a dumb ending. Just... Oh, I was not a fan of this. I really wasn't. I was hoping it would be better than people have been kind of saying it is. I haven't read anything specific. I've just seen kind of like the low scores and, you know, this is, oh, what a bad movie. You know, they shouldn't adapt anime and manga. But I wanted to give it a fair shot. And it just, oh no. It had merit, you know. There was some good cinematography in there, some good, interesting visual ideas. And as I said, the actor Lakeith Stanfield, who played L, top-notch job. He did a really good performance as his character. But apart from that, this is really, I'm being told to change the battery pack, which is probably a sign that I should wrap this up. But yep, Death Note, not so much. Not great. Not great. Take this video however you want. It's been quite a jumbled mess, but that's my thoughts on Death Note, and I hope you enjoyed. And let me know your thoughts on the movie, the Netflix original. It's quite a cool time where we get movies like this, which, you know, fairly, I wouldn't say high profile, but, you know, you got Willem Dafoe in it, and it feels like more of, it doesn't feel like a straight-to-TV kind of movie. It feels like there's a bit more money's been put behind it, but at the same time, it also felt like there was a couple of key elements missing. I don't know how. I can't go out and make a movie, but bottom line, characters. You can have a great concept, but you need characters that feel believable, that you can root for. Light Turner has got to be one of the worst protagonists I've ever seen in a film. Just absolutely, I'm not even redeeming qualities, there's just nothing to him. He's just a guy. I never felt like his mother's death played into who he was as a person. You know, they tried to play the whole, oh, I thought that I was just killing bad guys and stuff, but I just don't buy it. It just, there's... Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
It's alright by me. Apart from the fact he throws cans of Carlin into a tree. Yeah, he's really cool. Yeah, he's really cool. But he's not quite as cool as you, 'cause